OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods.
I know you guys are probably asking yourselves, who gave this nigga the right to write a Bible? But if we all look past the lies of false teachers of the men that portray themselves to be the powers that be and seek the truth, our lives just as well as all that lives, lives of Bible.
OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods.
No matter what man-made religion we believe in, just being true to thy Lord within ourselves will bring us peace. It's gonna be alright, cause in hell, we can't win the war between good and evil without being truthful to the powers that be.
OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods.
Hood, hierarchy, mob pad. Every single episode, man, we gonna give them a little background.
I know how I feel because I've been through that 1,000 times.
Lovely ghetto you, beautiful ghetto you, sweet ghetto
We made so much doing that. I started taking that money throwing the concerts.
It's your boy, Project Pata. Hood hierarchy, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, look, man, if it ain't in the hood, man, it ain't on here.
Hey, this your boy Mario Cannon, man. You rocking with Hood Hierarchy. You already know what's going down.
Team Pretty P stand up. It's a wrap. Tune in.
It's Deli Dale. And whenever I got time and I'm relaxing and I'm chilling, I don't give a damn if I'm laying in the bed with you. I'm checking out Hood Hierarchy. And it's just that simple, just that easy.
It's 7 Up, man, straight from Brooklyn. I want y'all to check my boy out, Uncle Beast, Hood Hierarchy. Get the dopest interviews, the dopest content, the dopest platform, straight from Chi-Town, man. You know what it is, man. We representing Uncle Beast, Hood Hierarchy. That's the highest of prestige. Get it? You already know, that's on game, you heard?
Well, what's that? This the one and only HD president, Mr. Bow Bow Bow. This is Hood Hierarchy checking in. I'm signing out. HD4, bow, bow, bow.
Hey Uncle Beats, it's Maya sending you a big congratulations on your 100th episode of Hood Hierarchy.
Church, preach, tabernacle. It's the only way we gonna get any action. Uncle Beats, I gotta tell you, man, you've been having a good year. Continue to chase money and not hold. All right now.
F and G shit. F and G shit. Shot
Big homie Trey Boogie.
We slide.
Johnny Rocket.
Sliding in the rentals, trying to run the milli up. In the southeast, Trey Boogie been a plug. Rubber bands on the blues, hella panoramic views. If you get into it with the squad, you can never lose. It's on the flow like Yellow Rider. I got your vibe on her toes like nail polish. In the city, we get respected from everybody. You about to pull up on Trey Boogie, now let's chop. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Got a wet, it's not a cut. Ain't worried about what nobody else got, cause I got enough. Me and Trey Boogie locked in, he threw a lob, I dunk. Heard the beat and sauced it up, can't nobody go hard as us. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up.
Sir, yes, sir. Hey, this is Chop Up. I'm your big homie Trey. Hey, I appreciate all y'all for tapping in, for coming in. Hey, for y'all, keep coming in, y'all. Share. You know, my numbers is going up, y'all, and I appreciate it. You know, we was up before I got hacked and had surgeries and stuff, but we coming back. Tonight, though, I've been waiting for this interview, man. You dig? I've been waiting for this interview. I got dope artist. He's a veteran. He's a man of God. He's a cipher champion. Graphic designer. A radio host. To go on and on, man. This dude, I'm not gonna overtalk it. So allow me to introduce the some, present the others. My man, my brother, ChiBully.
What up, man? You already know, man. Pleasure to be here with my big bro. Let's chop it up.
Yes, sir. All the time, man. And I appreciate you always, you know, you always there for me, man. When I need you, when I call you, you know, you're always there for me, you know, and I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. So let's dig into it, you know. Appreciate you, man. Before we get into it, I always let everyone get on and do their elevator pitch, right? Let them know who you are, what you do. I already said what you do and stuff, but it's good to hear it from your mouth. What you do and where you from.
Man, you already know, man. It's your boy ChiBully. If it ain't about money, don't say nothing to me, man. Mr. I ain't your fucking friend. Originally from Chicago, man. You know, migrated this way about 12, 13 years ago. Came on the scene just as a spectator, man. I already knew in Chicago, I was, doing my thing, but I came to San Diego, man, adapted to the hip hop scene here, and they embraced me, man. They embraced me about a decade or so ago, and I've been rocking with them ever since, man. Started out with the beat shop, my brother AJ.
Big up to AJ.
Yeah, man, he put me on, him and his brother Problems put me on a couple shows. Nobody knew who I was, but I would just literally open up every show and people would be outside smoking, people would be not paying attention. But when my music came on, people would just start migrating like, who was that? Who was that? And the next thing you know, I was headlining shows. I was, getting booked and all that, man. But it's been a wild ride over the last couple, about a decade or so. And I appreciate San Diego for all the love they showed me. I mean, real shit.
That's what's up. So that's when you started. Was that when you started rapping, or were you rapping before then?
Nah, it's crazy. I've been rapping since I was 14. Like, I was pretty big in Chicago. I was a part of this kind of like a Crucial Conflict style group. I'm from the west side of Chicago originally. West side Chicago. Okay. So I grew up in L-Town, K-Town area. So my biggest influences was Twister, Crucial Conflict, Do or Die, The Brat, just a slew of West Side Chicago artists. And I've been rapping since I was 14. And when I joined the military when I was a teenager, and I kind of, I was doing little, battles in the barracks and, chow hall and stuff like that. But I didn't really take it really serious until later in my military career, because obviously I was, military focused. And when I was later towards getting out, man, I like I said, I started going at it seriously. And I started doing graphics. Like you said, I was a graphic designer, and I got tired of waiting on graphic designers to design my covers and all that. And my best friend, his name Montez, he's a web developer now, but he started out doing graphics. So I would hit him up, and once he transitioned to the web developer world, he kind of taught me the game on Photoshop, you know what I mean, and gave me the program for free. And I went to YouTube University, and you know what I mean, combine that with all my, my own little talents. And shit, about over a decade later, man, I became not only one of the, the best rappers out here, but I'm also one of the go-to for graphics, as you may know. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I gotta say, he does my graphics for me, man. He does my graphics for me, man.
Yes, sir.
All my
Yes,
cover
sir.
art from my artists, everything, my flyers for my events, all that, man. That's who I go to for everything, man. My guy, ChiBully. I was about to say Shout Body because I see he said a comment. So,
Oh, yeah.
but it's that Chicago connection,
Yes,
It's
sir,
that
man.
Chicago connection.
Shout out to my nigga Shout Body, man. Keep doing your shit, bro. I see you out here.
So as a veteran to a veteran, first of all, thank you for your service.
Appreciate you.
What made you go into the service?
Man,
And
honestly,
was San Diego you got stationed at?
Yeah, so when I was in high school, man, I was a knucklehead, just like most of the people growing up in the West Side. And my mom's moved me out to Calumet City in my high school years because she was trying to provide a better life for me. So I ended up moving to Calumet City, going to high school out there. I was still migrating back to the West Side every weekend, every chance I got. But I grew up, when I was there, the recruiter used to be at the high school. He used to come to my games. He used to be in the cafeteria with us. And I never paid him no mind. Like, he would always be like, you should join. I'm like, man, I ain't doing that. You know what I mean? Never. You know what I mean? So I ended up applying for college, and crazy story. The college that I was going to, I got accepted, but they wanted my mom's to put up her house for collateral, you know what I mean, for the loan, for the school loan. So me, like, man, knowing what I was doing, I'm like, man, what if I don't make it? What if I fail? You know what I'm saying? I don't want my mom worked hard for that crib. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna join the military, like, get up out of here, you know what I mean, and try to provide something for myself, not, have my mom sacrifice everything she worked for. And San Diego, I went to the Marines, obviously. San Diego, I went to boot camp in San Diego, MCRD San Diego. And then I got lucky enough to be stationed out here for my first 4 years. I did 12 total. My first 4 years, I was stationed here, back and forth to war. And then my second 4 years, I went back to Chi-Town as a recruiter. So I was able to recruit in the very west side of Chicago, the same area I grew up in, the same high schools that I was, causing havoc in. I was able to come back and make a difference. And then my last 4 years, I came back to San Diego, you know what I mean? So, San Diego, my second home, man. Like, when it comes to, I spent, almost the exact amount of time that I spent in Chicago, I've been in San Diego. So, it's a 50-50, almost a 50-50 split. So, Dago is always home to me.
That's right. That's right. And real quick, can I teach you, you're a jarhead, man. I'm a soldier. You did. Can I teach you the right way to say it? It's whore. Can you say that with me? Whore.
I can't say that, man, especially not on live. All the Marines probably, we hoorah out here, you know what I'm saying? We hoorah out here. We hoorah.
I want
to. Yeah, man.
That's because y'all run walls with your head too much. Y'all don't know how to say everything.
Right.
But, while we touching on the military, right? How much did that help you, right, become the person you are today? Because a lot of people have their horror stories about the military. The military did great things for me. I kind of wish I'd have stayed in and retired, but when they giving you money to ETS, you dig, you can't pass up that
Oh,
$50,000. You know what
did
I'm
it.
talking about?
I did the
But I wish
same
I'd have
thing.
stayed in. How explain it? Talk about it real quick.
Yes, sir. As far as it's crazy because I always had discipline, man. Like I was an athlete growing up. So like when it came to like just mental discipline, I always had that. I grew up structured. Um, I'm grown now. I can say this, but I grew up, in a a city where it was vice lord dominated. You know what I mean? So I grew up at TVL. We had a lot of structure. We
I
literally,
already,
you know what I
I hear.
mean? We had a lot of structure when it came to just the way we operated just on the block. We couldn't even curse at each other, or you had to, all the money you got, from the block. If you curse at your brother, you had to put $5 in the pot and it would go towards, what I mean? You back when gangs was really about something, you know what I mean? It wasn't just, clout chasing and killing and all that, but the discipline from the military, obviously, especially the Marines, it just elevated my the strength that I already had. And like, little stuff like fasting, like how I do now, like I'm participating in Ramadan, so I don't eat up from sunrise to sunset. I'm not Muslim, but that's all discipline. That's literally something I'm doing just to test my discipline. I'm always looking for ways to test
Big
my
up,
mental toughness. I mean,
big ups to
so
that.
yeah, so it definitely helped me. And as far as music, um, the way the military really helped me is just help me like hone in on storytelling. Like I'm what you call more of an introspective lyricist, and I was able to just basically paint pictures with my words just based off, being able to be isolated or on, sitting on guard duty for hours at a time or whatever, and just painting vivid pictures. But the military helped me with my daily life, just basically just, with the discipline and, the mental toughness to go through everything I go through, what I mean, and still
Yeah,
come out on the other side, you know what I mean? So, that's really, I wish I would have stayed in too. Trust me. I was like part of my depression came from getting out earlier than I wanted to. I chose family over career. I also took the early out. So all about that. And but at the same time, like if like the same way I regretted if I never would have got out, I probably never would be I wouldn't be talking to you right now, you know what I mean? So since I've been out, I definitely use that, that discipline I got to hone in on music and hone in on the industry and learn it and just, navigate my way through it the way I've been navigating.
yeah, right. That's right. One thing I didn't even know. Uh, I had to research, get ready for the day. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
And,
Mhm.
uh, I never even knew that you went by a different name. The
Oh man, yeah. Young Burner.
you, yeah, Burner,
Yeah, man, it's
Burner.
crazy because it's tatted. It's actually tatted on my arm, bro, and my back, bro. I grew up burner for years, you know what I mean? Like, and that came about just from being a straight flame spitter. Like literally, people would just call me Mike Burner. That was basically my stage name growing up. But honestly, when I got to San Diego, and this is why I owe San Diego a lot, man, because I got here, I was decent. When it came to Young Burner, I was talented, right? I just had a raw talent for lyricism and just for ciphers and stuff like that. I did a feature for the Nutty Buddies, my boy Uncle Lou. Shout out to Uncle Lou, man. And I'm a shameless plug, man. Donate to treatment, please, because my man's definitely need y'all help. But I was in there with them, and I was doing a feature, man, and I said, "Mr. Chicago Bully," and and like I put a bar together with just ChiBully and Chicago Bully, and like people just start calling me that, and it fit. Like when I was Burnham, the music was there and all that, but it ain't had no direction. There wasn't nothing behind it. But when I became ChiBully, like that was me. Like it was like literally me. It wasn't no character I needed to play. It wasn't none of that.
Right.
It was like raw, ferocious, lyricism, aggression, like all of that. Like I never, and it's obviously showing love to my city, my favorite basketball team. Like, you know what I mean? So it's all rolled up into one. But yeah, I used to go by Young Burner. When I was growing up, probably my first, I would say 10 years of my music career, all the way up to about 24, 25. I think I was in Dago for like a year before I changed my name to ChiBully. And then when I did, man, honestly, like I had a slogan called "I Ain't Your Fucking Friend," and it actually migrated from graphics because a lot of people, homies used to hit me up like, do my flyer. And I'm, bro, I ain't your fucking friend. Like, you pay me like you gonna pay. But it translated to my music, and it made me like public enemy number one, because I was like a swag rapper's worst nightmare. Like, you know what I mean? If you was doing the mumble rap, swag rap, I was at your show like destroying every one of you. But obviously I done grew since then. Hip hop has evolved since then. I've collaborated with numerous hit makers, you know what I mean, and people who progressed the art to where it is right now. And but when I was younger, man, yeah, ChiBully was, that man was a problem. You know what I mean? Still is, just a lot more mature now, you know what I mean?
That's a fact. That's a fact, because anytime you mention the name ChiBully within the artist community, and they say problem, you did,
right.
And that's what I seen when I seen you at one of the community functions, and you got up there and destroyed Rick Scales there, big up the Scales and all them. They was all there.
Yeah.
You got up there,
Yeah.
and anytime I book you, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For you to come through and bless the stage, you destroyed it. You did.
Yes, sir.
And when you say you was retired, man, that kind of hurted me. But I was happy that I was one to bring you back. You did. Real quick.
Man,
Let's see what we got. Some people tapping in. We got my man Cole, tapping in. Of course, we got my man Shout Body tapping in.
Yes, sir. My
None
man,
Illa.
Illa, Paul Bearers, man, that's my camp. You know what I mean? Shout out to Illa.
We got Bagheera Records.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
That bars, yes, the lyricist. You dig? But yeah, you was talking about how you big up to AJ and Beat Shop. How did you connect with them?
Crazy story. I actually dated his sister when I got out here. I linked up with his sister. She actually an artist too. Go by the name of Prissy Chrissy now. But I dated his sister, and she used to do shows around, Riley's and Dream Street and all these spots. So I would just literally go and be a fan. I was my girl at the time. So I would just literally be in the crowd supporting, you know what I mean? And one day, like, they used to have ciphers at the end of the shows. So like the only person knew I could rap was her, because she heard my music in the car and all that stuff. But one day I got up there, I'll never forget it. It was just a cipher that, it was a bunch of people up on stage, who are all my brothers now. And I literally like destroyed the cipher to the point where it was like, we didn't even know you did that. You was in the military, they thought I was just a military dude. I was quiet, you know what I mean? But yeah, I ended up linking up with AJ just through that. Just the family connection. And obviously me and his sister not dating no more, but that's he embraced me as a brother, as family. His mom, I see his pops, you know what I'm saying, at 94 Arrow. When I go to First Fridays, he still embraced me. But yeah, it's more of a family. That's my brother. Like, I still, if I need to go to the studio, I know I can call him and get it done. You know what I mean? Like, and that's where I hone my craft. Yeah, I hone my craft there. They had shows every like Monday, Tuesday, every week. And, he would put me on lineups after lineup after lineup. I headlined a couple shows. And that's where I got my stage presence because like I wasn't dropping albums. It's crazy. Like all of my like quote unquote like stardom or whatever you want to call the accolades and all that, all of it came from live performance. Like literally people would literally come to my shows and be like, this dude's nice. Like I wasn't putting out music like that, like streaming, none of that. But until later when I start, understanding the business. But the B Shop literally gave me show after show to be able to work on my live performance. And that's what took me to the Team Backpack Ciphers and everything else that I competed in to win. Yeah.
We're gonna go into that. We're gonna go into that because I want to know how that. Well, you already brought it up.
Yeah,
Cipher. So go ahead and segue into that. How that happened too. After you finish that.
Yeah, well, shout out to my bro Nah Illa, and the rest of the pallbearers, man. Donna's the hottest. Yes, you know what I'm saying? With 5-1, like we literally as a camp, we participated. Team Backpack is what we call the hip hop fraternity. Like, you know what I mean? It was basically like a respected fraternity of lyricists, you know what I mean? And me knowing that, I wasn't it wasn't no structure. You didn't have to come in there with no hit records or none of that. Like it was like, can you spit and you know what I mean? And if you could spit with the best of them, you belong in our family. So I used to watch they ciphers every day. I mean, every day I would watch they ciphers. And then they had a competition in 2015 in LA called Mission Underground LA. And you had to audition on YouTube. So I'm talking 5,000 people auditioned for this final spot, and they only could bring 500 to LA. So me and my brothers, we ended up we all auditioned for it, and I got in, Illa got in, Legacy got in, and my boy 5-1 got in. So 4 out of 6 of us were representing San Diego, representing the pallbearers. We went to LA. And up leading to that, when I tell you I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping, I was in the mirror like straight like Eminem on the Mom Spaghetti, ciphering in the mirror, freestyling, writing. So the preparation, that discipline that we talked about, like I was doing that. It was a 3-day event. I went Friday, and my verse, bro, we went there with 4 people. And some of them people came with, I'm talking hundreds of fans and supporters and all that. We went there with us 4, my wife at the time, and like 2 other people. And when I'm telling you, the dude in front of me, when I did my finals audition, he ended up choking. Like he ended up like stuttering in his words, right? So me coming after him, I kind of used that as my advantage. And I spit my verse, and when I'm telling you the room shook, bro, like I'm talking about from security guards to random fans to hosts to the cafeterias ladies, and like, I mean, everybody went crazy after my verse. And so like, I just kind of knew that I was a lock for the top 12 because it was a 3-day competition. 500 people got to rap. They got to listen to 500 verses. Yeah. You know what I mean? Day 3 come along.
You said we ciphered all day. That was a long
Bruh. So in the midst of that, we all ciphering outside or whatever. Sunday come, because it was Friday to Sunday, I think. Sunday come, they announced the top 12. It's like American Idol, like, and they get to like name 8. And I'm like, I ain't gonna make it. You know what I mean? They get to name 9. I'm like, oh Lord. And then I think they called me like 10th. They was like, finalist ChiBully. And I ended up so during that, the top 12, you got to battle for the top 12. So you got to get down to 3. The 3 people win. So the first dude, I hate that I forgot his name, but I ended up, going against him. I advanced. And then my next round was against the phenom who everyone knows now is Token. His name is Token. He's a white dude. He's like pretty much, I don't want to call him like Eminem or none of that, but you could tell he was a heavy influence on his life. But he's super big right now. If you look him up, he was a kid at that time, like 17, I think. I ended up going against him in the finals. And, we duked it out, round after round. And I ended up winning off crowd participation. And that's what led to me winning that. I brought that title back to San Diego. And then my career kind of catapulted from there. I was doing ciphers with them on tour. I was touring my own. I was headlining shows, and that's where pretty much I kind of like graduated from just the regular local scene to kind of that mid-level, that underground hip hop, status or whatever you want to call it. So it was pretty cool experience, man. Probably the best hip hop experience I think I ever had, because it wasn't no egos. Everybody was out there with family, ciphering together. We ain't know each other from a can of corn. You know what I mean? But we out there just rapping. Yeah, just straight hip hop for 3 days straight, just straight hip hop in LA, man. And it was a beautiful thing. And I appreciate them for everything, because like they literally catapulted me to where kind of I am now, and gave me a different platform outside of San Diego to be able to expand my fan base, throughout the world. So, I owe a lot to Team Backpack as well, for helping me,
Don't slide by. You said tour. Where did you, what time did you go on?
Man,
and where did you go?
I remember my first one. I got booked for a little West Coast tour. I think we did New Mexico, Arizona, Texas was later. I know it was New Mexico, Arizona, and one more state. I did a 6-show tour. At that time, I had a single called "Out of Breath," and believe it or not, it's actually a banger, like a club banger. So I had a record called "Out of Breath" featuring some San Diego brothers, Quazine King Entertainment. So they blessed me on the hook. Basshead did the beat, and it was called "Out of Breath." So I was performing that in strip clubs, all throughout the West Coast. And I had like, I literally, I had like, obviously dancers dancing to the song and all of that. And then I would just headline. I was headlining a bunch of events, man. A promoter just basically flew me out there, paid for my hotel room. And that was my first experience of like, getting rap money, I guess you can call it. And then when I got back to San Diego, shout out to my manager at the time. Her name is Raina. She booked me for a headline show at this university in Orange County called Soka University. So I did a college tour for some college kids. I was a headliner there. And, I literally rocked that building. I think they paid me $500 at that time. I brought my own DJ. My wife at the time, Hada, I let her do it was a 45-minute performance. So I let her do the first 10, 15 minutes. And then I did 30, where I just brought like a bunch of different Dago artists, you know what I mean? And we kind of just rocked LA. But that was my first, me signing a contract, me filling out a W-9, me, getting paid, going in the green room, and them asking me, right, you know what I'm saying? So it just felt I had my own green room, the dressing room, big ass dressing room with a shower and all that. So it was like, it was like my life was changing, you know what I mean? Like before my eyes, and like, I embraced every moment of it. And from 2015, because I was in 15 when I won Team Backpack. From 2015 to 2018, I pretty much went on a crazy run. I mean, like probably one of the best runs I don't even think I could duplicate it. You know what I mean? That's how crazy that run was, where it was just show after show, tour after tour, just, song after song, just being me. I linked up obviously with the Pallbearers. We had a crazy song that was supposed to just be a song called the Pallbearers, but it ended up starting a whole branch of family with, my brothers, and we've been, supporting each other ever since. So it's just been a beautiful thing. And obviously I had to retire due to, family obligations, taking care of home and stuff like that. I've been gone for 5 years, and I'm just now coming back, man, and it feel good. Like I was just telling my homie, like I'm a whole rapper again, and it feel good. So yeah,
I'm happy.
Man. Like,
I'm happy. I've been trying to bring you back and get you back out there forever. No,
And I told you it was right. I told you like when I come back, bro, it's gonna be serious. I didn't want to just jump back in it and not have a love. Honestly, I was uninspired. I was uninspired. It really wasn't nothing really to bring me out, man. But like honestly, there's a lot. Dago is really moving right now when it comes to music, and you know what I mean. Everybody's kind of like finding their lanes and learning the business and you know what I mean? It's definitely got some traction. I mean, obviously we don't got the market like LA got or whatever the case may be, but when it comes to individuals,
why you think
that's
that is so?
what's up.
Why you think that is so? I've been in the
Um,
game since late '80s, so and
right,
I went away from San Diego. I came back from San Diego, and I keep hearing the same stuff we were saying back then.
right.
Like, why do you?
Honestly, it's market. Honestly, it's 100% market. Because if you think about TV market, you think about the sports market, right? You got the LA Lakers, you got teams like Chicago, the Bulls, New York Knicks. Like, if you a
Clippers
big, yeah,
over my
man.
Clippers.
I guess we could throw them in there, but you know what I'm saying? When you a small market team, like San Diego's just a smaller market when it comes to population. You know what I mean? So I don't think that I think that and in the hip hop community, like urban wise, I think from last time I checked numbers, I think the black community is 3% of San Diego. You know what I mean?
It's
Yeah,
small.
something like that. So when it comes to demographic and somebody willing to take the chance on hip hop, when it comes to like, because like where can you go? Where can I go right now? Like if I went to New York, I literally can go stand outside at multiple record labels and obviously we ain't handing out demos no more, whatever the case may be. But LA, same thing, Chicago, same thing. I can't go downtown San Diego to any record label that's not, Universal or whatever, like a big record label.
That's a
And you know
fact.
what I mean? So I really think that's it. And I feel like if somebody got the bread or somebody got the resources or whatever, we came together and actually created a hub, a real hub, like where with that can start some train. I know people trying. I know there's people out there that's trying to do it, and you know what I mean. And I hope one day that people come to San Diego and be able to go, that way we don't got to go 2 hours to LA to go, visit A&R from Warner Music Group or whoever, you know what I mean? Like we can have our own San Diego stream. But I think that's really it. I just think that this market is not designed for hip hop. It's more designed for you got sports, you got your sports, you know what I mean? People that came from here, you got a couple R&B, you got actors, stuff like that, you know what I mean? But in the hip hop community, I mean, we got some people that slipped through. I mean, you know that better than I do. People that, grinded their way out from the hip hop community that got a national name. But as a whole, I just think we need that hub that everybody can come tap into when they down here.
So you see the comment up there, they gonna need to keep repping, they gonna be themselves. What is ourselves in Dago?
I've been trying to
Is it I love my brothers and sisters, my family, all that, is it Southeast?
I think
because we got a big boom population too. But if you're not from the Southeast, you don't really get that love. If you're not talking about what they talking about, and it was like that when I was with Vicious Beat Posse and Bum Rush Posse back in the day. We were the backpackers back then. You know what I mean? Wearing the baggy clothes and dreadlocks with the blonde hair and stuff, and we weren't the gang rappers, right? So we were looked at different. And Vicious Beat Posse, we got signed to MCA, went on tour, all that type of stuff, but we were looked up, we were frowned upon. You know what I'm saying? So when we say Dago,
it's still like that. It's still like that. Luckily,
rock and roll, we got Rasta, we got R&B, we got so much talent out here, but it's the politics that messes up everything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
It's
and
the
I think with me being a transplant, like I had to learn that. You know what I mean? Just learn. That's why I sat back for a year, my first year, and I learned about it. You know what I mean? I learned about the politics. I learned everything because you know, I'm one of the few transplants. Like they used to like, I might be the only like transplant that made a top 25 rapper list. You know what I mean? I was literally, I think the second when I was number 4 or 5. I'm seeing Mitchie, Big June, Ryan Anthony, ChiBully. You know what I mean? Like, so like for me to like literally like tap into that, I had to learn the politics of San Diego because like they ain't just gonna allow no transplant to just walk in there, you know what I mean? Like walk in there. And I think what it is like you said, is like to be honest with you, when I introduce music to my homies that ain't never heard somebody from San Diego, to be perfectly honest with you, and I know a lot of people might no, actually they won't, but I honestly show them Ryan Anthony, bro, because I feel like if Dago had a sound or somebody who repped Dago, like, you know what I mean, like the way it should be, whereas like, you know, bro ain't no super gang banger. You know, he ain't banging out. He ain't, you know, he about his business, but he
Him and
respected
Rob.
in every, yeah, they respected in every hood. So like when I hear a sound like that, barely see the beach whole slogan and all that is just a definition of hard work. Like I'm from San Diego, but I barely ever, you know what I'm saying, get to see my own beach. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean? Because I'm grinding. So I introduced them first, and then obviously you got the veterans, you know, the Mitchies, the Black Mikeys, the Crickets, the you know what I mean?
Glad you said that. I'm glad you said that name. I was listening to the names you were saying, right?
Oh, of
And my
course,
cousin,
bro.
this
I
my
learned,
first
bro.
cousin. Me, my blood cousin, my first cousin, Black Mikey. I would look at all the lists that come out, all the this and that, and people neglect Black Mikey.
No, I don't. Simply because, like I said, I learned the politics, bro. He is nice, bro. He is nice, and like obviously that's your family. Like me and Black Mikey is, you know, was related through marriage. You know what I mean? So that's, you know, that's my cousin as well.
Oh,
you know
so
what I mean? So you know what I mean? So like,
you know what the reason we get along so good.
Right. But yeah, Black Mikey is definitely a legend out here. I done multiple shows with that man. I done been in multiple ciphers with that man. I done been one-on-one with that man. Like, and I know everything that he's capable of. But you know how this game is if you not, even me now, I ain't finna make no top 25 rapper. I ain't even mentioned. I ain't nowhere near a thought. I'm the graphic designer right now. Like, if you know what I mean, if you need some graphics, that's who, you know what I mean. So I'm still trying. It's a what have you done for me lately type of business. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
And honestly, you know, and I Black Mike, you know, if he come out and he drops some, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean, and he stayed consistent with it. He already got the status out here. You know what I mean? People will definitely do it because that's all I did. I was just consistent for 3 years straight. I was in your face. I'm winning this, winning that at every show. So like when they thinking of rappers, they can't help but think of me because I'm in every show. I'm at everywhere you could be. I'm supporting artists. I'm everywhere. Like you couldn't really go nowhere without seeing me. You know what I mean? So that's really all it is people just forget about people once they ain't did nothing. And I understand that because, you know, I'm in that position now. Like, you know, I don't use the team backpack. I don't use none of that. I'm literally starting from ground zero, and I'm gonna work my way and do my run the same way. And I got a new record called Blowout coming out real soon.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got it real soon. I got the cover art being worked on right now. It should be to me at any moment because I don't design for myself because I'm too much of a perfectionist. You know what I'm saying? It'll take me too long for my own self. You know what I mean? So
that makes me
I'm
happy
just
to hear
that.
Yeah,
I'm gearing up for that. I'm gearing up for that. Once I get the cover back, I'm gonna literally go on that run and just work that record and see where it go, man. Just go from there. I dropped a project called Welcome to Bullyville a decade ago. And it was my Dago. It was like my introduction to San Diego. Like, welcome to Bullyville. It was like, here's my, but I was still in the military at that time. And there was a lot of subject matter that I didn't really want to speak on because I didn't want to be in first sergeant office, you know what I'm saying? Answering for whatever I said on wax or whatever. But now that I'm free, now that I've been through life, obviously, behind the scenes, I've been through a lot, so, I'm ready to, let all of that out. And, and this next project, I got two. It's Welcome Back to Bullyville is mixtape. And then I have a album or LP that I'm working on called Social Darwinism, where it's just like, if you familiar with the Charles Darwin theory, survival of the fittest, like you got it, it's survival of the fittest, baby. So Social Darwinism is simply literally, a straight bars, just straight, lyrical murder, something that my fans been, I owe to everybody who supported me, because I stopped right in the middle of doing that, but these days I'm making music for me now, man. And I think back then I was battling a lot of depression, so like that aggression, that music fueled that. But now I'm in a different headspace, man. And you can you'll hear it in Blowout. Like, it's not as aggressive. Still got the raw delivery, still got the crazy lines, crazy punches, all that. But it's a lot more, you could tell like it's a lot more focused and mature. And, so this version of me is, I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm mentally, spiritually, physically. Like I haven't felt this good in a long time. So I'm just ready to, unleash, bro. And I appreciate you for even giving me the opportunity to be able to chop it up with you. You know what I mean? Because like, and you, from the beginning, there's always been day one, bro. Like, we've been rocking. So I really appreciate you, man. And I'm gonna always big up your platform. You know that. Always.
That's love. And big up to Jules and them, when she's on here, said from another mother.
Hey, Jules.
When I met you,
yeah,
Von Dream actually introduced us. And then,
all right, I think I did his flyer or something.
Remember?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, R.I.P. to my man Cut Father. To my man Cut Father. But that we was at the function and they were like, you do their art graphic work and stuff like that. And
SL. It was SL's function. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely, bro. And you like I said,
I thought it was Cut Father. It was SL. Big up to SL. It was SL.
It was SL.
It was SL.
Well, I was like, bro, you sent me a Cash App, I think, immediately without even seeing I think you seen Von Dream's flyer, but like you ain't see my work or nothing. You just, I was like, okay, cool. And I'm like, bet. So, and we've been rocking ever since, bro. And like I said, I appreciate you for what you do for this city, man, because, a lot of promoters out here obviously came from the rap world or they have, trying to find a way to feed their family, which is okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But like, the way you do things and the way you run your business, I really respect it because it's for the artist first. You know what I'm saying? It's for the artist first. You ain't looking for, you know what I mean? You play the background. You ain't trying to headline your own shows or, you know what I mean? None of that. So like, keep doing what you do, bro, because it ain't a lot of solid people, man. And organic support, man, that true 1000, just keep doing that because that's what got me. Like, I don't really try to focus on the masses. Everybody worry about who don't support them. Worry about the people that do. I'm telling you, because if you focus on the ones that do support you, they can feed your family, bro. That's why I don't promote my graphics like that. I don't go out and you don't see me on Facebook promoting logos or none of that. But I gotta for you. That's what I'll rely on, people like you to go back and tell people like, hey, my brother ChiBully do graphics, you know what I mean? And that's how it is. It's that true 1000, that true fan base, that'll rock with you at any show. Oh, speaking of that, I am performing live this Saturday.
I'm speaking it up, man. Get ahead of it. I'm going to do my yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and announce it now.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my man, Young Baka Productions, bro. I've been rocking with them for a while. That was my LA connect a while ago. Through the beat shop. When we went to LA, they was the people that we linked up with back then. And they do shows in San Diego very often, and he always reach out to me. And this time, just like you, same thing. I would
No
turn
many
them down.
times. You said no many times.
Exactly. I said no. I said no. I said no. But this time, the initial catch, to be honest with you, the initial catch was Razzcast, because Razzcast was the first show that I did as an opening act. Yeah, in San Diego with, you know what I'm saying? And I rocked that show so crazy that even Razzcast literally sat in the crowd and watched me. And the next time he came to San Diego. Huh?
Was that 2015? Was that 2015?
That was before that. That was actually, I want to say, about 2011, 12. That was Young Burner. That was Young Burner on that flyer. That wasn't ChiBully. That was literally Young Burner. And then by the time I linked back up with Razzcast, I think I had already won. He remembered me from that show. He did another show at Riley's where he stood in the front row, watched me rap. And then he came back to one of the battle bots, and he headlined, and he pulled me on stage with him. And I literally rocked the whole set with him at the end of his set. And, and it's been love. So when Bach and them told me that Razzcast was coming to San Diego to host, I'm like, bro, I got to show my brother some love. Like, he always, look out for me when he come to San Diego. So I was like, I'm going to say yeah. Even if I ain't ready, I'm going to say yeah. I think he ended up getting booked, double booked. So now we got the Beat Nuts coming down. But it's still going to be a live event. It's at the Breakpoint in PB. I've never been there. I'm excited. I'm excited to always rock newer spots. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't never been there. I don't know what to expect. I just know it's, music is, I think, bowling. They got food. They got, all that. So if y'all ain't doing nothing on the 23rd, come rock with me, man. Doors open at 8:30. It's some crazy heavy hitters on the lineup. Boy Dixon on the lineup. I think Paper Pat's on the lineup. My boy Paper Chasers on the lineup. Yeah. So we got some Nina Beretta, I think, is on the lineup. So we got some dope artists, going out there doing our thing, and it's gonna feel good to be in the same building with some of the people that I started at Riley's and Dream Street with. Just doing that because Dixon produced my very first record, So Amazing. The record that started it all, my first ever registered BMI song. Joey Dixon produced that. And then later on, I met my brother Basshead, and man, we've been like Shaq and Kobe, Mike and Scotty ever since, you know what I mean? So it's like, through that Paul Bearer connection, he produced this Blowout record. And I've been sitting on it for a while because I wanted it to be the right time. I didn't want to just drop it, for no reason. But yeah, man, I'm ready for it, bro. I can't wait to see the response on it, and all that, because it's about to get crazy.
And big up to Joey Dixon, man. Goat season. You did. I
saw him.
He been blessed helping me with learning this editing software and my camera and my drone, and he a good dude, man. And
yeah, man, he was
I'm just happy.
Me and him, he'll tell you, me and him, we had a little falling out over some, just business type stuff, nothing major. But he reached out to me recently, and like I said, I'm in a whole different headspace now. You know what I mean? So it's, it's men over everything, you know what I mean? And he reached out to me, told me to shoot me his email. I'll shoot him my email. He got some beats, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to get a new single, produced by him. You know what I mean? Just to show that unity, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people know, like, me and him was funkin', you know what I mean? And like, I just want people to understand that, like, all of that, got to, all them politics and all that got to go out the window, man, if we want to get it together. So, if you're
Man,
willing
at
to
the
work,
end of the day, you know what I mean?
right,
And we
if you're
grown.
willing to work, Joy is a talented producer, talented artist, you know what I'm saying, talented cameraman, all of that. So so shout out to him. He doing his thing, you know what I mean? And like I'm looking forward to working with not just a slew of them, man, like a slew of producers out here, man. I still ain't got a beef. I think Nick Knox, I want to work with him. So Johnny Rockets, I'll work with him. Like it's a bunch of
beats from Johnny Rockets, man.
Digital
His
Martyrs, so
it's my
many
theme
Delano
song.
Sounds. Like I want to work with him. Whoever I need to work with, man, let's work, man, because I'm back. Welcome back to Bullyville is in effect, man. So I'm doing every cover challenge, every TikTok challenge, anything. I'm on them. I'm on everything, man. So I feel good to be let out the cage. For sure.
I got a couple. I'm gonna be getting at you, like I told you, and big up to you doing my live performances. A lot of people been reaching out to me like, yo, who was dude, right? So I'm gonna be coming at you with some feature opportunities. You know what I mean? You know how I like to do it, man. When I come up, like my shirt say, when I come up, we come up. You dig?
Right.
I'm not trying to be a superstar or a rapper or nothing like that. I'm too old. I'm just trying to help somebody else with who I know and what I could do for them blow up. And that's
Yes,
how it
sir.
should be, right? And
Sure.
big up to the Dixon, big up to everybody that's on here leaving comments. None Illa, Jules, Bagheera Records, Cole, Shout Body, and whoever else is on here, man. I appreciate you guys. And real quick before we close, because I mentioned radio host, right?
Oh man, yeah.
And we ain't talked about how Bullyville radio show. You did.
Yeah, man,
See
it's
how that
crazy.
came out, and are we going to see that again? Because you
You
can
know
always
what?
be on my show. You dig?
Right. You know what? I'm glad we actually didn't talk about that first because that was probably one of the biggest moments of my life in San Diego. I went on just like this, I went on to do an interview just as an artist for a platform called My DJ's Radio up in North County. My man at DJ Swole, may he rest in peace, my mentor, that was basically my California dad. After doing that interview, he was like, bro, you probably one of the most well-spoken artists that I've ever interviewed. How would you like to host your own radio show? And I'm like, I don't know about that, bro. Like I ain't really never thought about that, but he try it out, see if you like it. So he literally had his own he was a mobile DJ was how he made his bread, but he turned his office into like a radio station. So he taught me how to literally not only just talk as a radio host, but I learned how to curate music in the middle of it, you know what I mean? So Beto Perez and all them, I can go to, any radio station and be able to curate and actually still DJ or host a radio show. But shout out to My DJ's Radio, man, and because that was an opportunity where I was on live. I think I was on every day at one point from 2 to 4. And I would bring different artists on. I would play music from local artists, and I would challenge them because in that internet world, in the internet radio, your music had to be edited. It had to be radio friendly. It wasn't just it was syndicate ready. So it had to be edited. So
that's part of the DJ pack. You got to have the radio edit version. Come on now.
Exactly. But as far as seeing it again, man, honestly, when Earl or DJ Swole, he ended up getting sick and he actually passed away from cancer. That kind of crushed me, man. It crushed because they were a platform starting off and it was gaining traction. I actually interviewed the Dago freshman that they had a yellow he had a competition where it was a Dago City freshman, and that's where I met Hardini at and a couple other artists. I interviewed them 2 years in a row. He did it, and I ended up they used my platform and my show to interview those artists, man. And I really
need to bring that back.
Yeah, that's what I said. Is like I got, there's people out there that know me and respect me as a radio host. I also did I was just watching my interviews. We did the San Diego Music Conference. I think one's coming up in September actually. But I interviewed Adina Howard and Boobie Gibson, Keisha Cole baby daddy. I interviewed James Cannon, Nick Cannon's pops. You know what I'm saying? So like I did a TQ, which is he had a Shot My Baby single like when I was like 12 or 11. He had a hit record, but I was just watching those interviews and just, like getting nostalgic feelings like, yeah, man. But maybe one day I'll bring it back. Like I feel like I owe my supporters the music run first. And then once I'm done with the music, I'm not necessarily done, but once I feel like I fulfilled what God, my purpose for the music, I think I'm gonna transition into that world. Because obviously with the web developing and the graphics and all of that, and then obviously just understanding how everything worked with radio and hosting and all that, you'll definitely see me again, man. And if you need a co-host one of these weeks, I'm definitely
got
down.
an open invitation. We have an open invitation. I got
down.
I got some big interviews coming up.
Right.
And I would love for that to happen, man. You my guy, man. We down like 4 flat tires on the Cadillac. So you my guy, man. Hey, I appreciate you coming on. Is there anything you want to promote that we didn't touch on? And if not, if there is, bless it.
Let's just follow me, man. Just follow me on all my social media platforms at ChiBully, ChiBully. Look out for that brand.
Hosting you be going ahead. I was going to say, if not, then go ahead and follow you and give you have any shout outs.
Blowout, man. Blowout coming soon. Produced by my brother, my Paul Bearer brother, Basshead, man. Blowout coming soon. The responses from when I sent it out just for some tastemakers been crazy. We're trying to get it on NBA 2K25. You know what I'm saying? For the anniversary edition, like it's a super dope triple entendre type of record where it combines raw lyricism with sports. Like it's super dope. It's a braggadocious lyrical onslaught mixed in with some sports analogies and stuff like that. So it's a fun record. It's super dope. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pop my shit a little bit, you know what I mean? And we're gonna see where it go, man. So look out for that Blowout record. It's coming soon. Artwork should be here any minute. And we'll definitely get a release date for that at a later date, man, when we get everything lined up. But I appreciate you for rocking with me. Y'all stay rocking with Let's Chop It Up, man. I'm telling you, my man Trey Boogie, you know what I mean? He do his thing, and I appreciate you, bro, for having me.
All the time, family. You my fam now. Your man sent me some footage, so we're gonna end it showing some footage real quick. I believe it's when y'all did the cipher.
Okay. All right.
Before we go, any shout outs you want to give?
Oh yeah, man. Let me shout out, man. First of all, let me shout out God, man, because obviously without him, it wouldn't be no me. But man, shout out to everybody watching right now. Jules, Non Illa, all my Paul Bear brothers, everybody tuning in live. Shout out my moms, my pops. His birthday tomorrow. So old dog, you know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to you. I know you're gonna watch this interview. He's my biggest fan, you know what I mean? So happy birthday. You know what I mean? And, shout out to everybody that's rocking with me, man. Welcome back to Bullyville.
Hey, and I appreciate you, dog. We're going to do it like this. Like, you may see me Saturday. I don't pop out much ever since my last surgery. Right. But for you may see me. You dig? So I appreciate everybody on here. Continue to rock out with us. Let's Chop It Up is back and is bigger than ever. I got some big names coming on soon. Big names. I've just got to finalize it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, follow at Boogie's Flavor 619 on YouTube and go through all my interviews and see what type of folks I'm bringing on.
Yes, sir.
ChiBully, I appreciate you. We're gonna play this team backpack video. And it ended like this, man. I appreciate y'all, man. It's your big homie Trey Boogie. I holla, man. I holla. Let me put it on.
Sometimes I catch myself drifting, dreaming about the golden era when hip hop was alive. That shit was so familiar, but now it's dying, and I ain't trying to come nowhere near ya. It's like I'm standing there looking inside a broken mirror. Cause hip hop is me, and surely I admit I'm its defender, protecting it with an iron fist. It all started on Quincy and Laverne, West Side City. Yeah. Next day, motherfucking night. I told him I was coming, nigga. This motherfucking rapper. Hey, you ain't talking about no money, you can't be around me. Really, with the shit, come and see it.
skills. People running and spit that. That's what people are coming. So start running and coming to call victory. Hold up with the pin, so sickening. Quite a river leaving tears at the christening. They said it out my belly where I'm preaching is. Now check it. You wonder why the niggas turned up and beat war. We on the same race that when we came up on that C4. I shoot them with no B-war. They the big C4. Now we finna tell to their asses like the E.O. This is the house of slaughter, out of all the pinpoint, better shot, you can juice on your horse.
As I count my ends in the back of the Jeep, my young niggas, they say they wanna be like me. They say they wanna ball like me. I'm blowing up 4-15s and they beating down the block.
And God waits on no man, so I go so damn cold, man. Barbaric, some demon, some barbaric. You seem to my heart, so I can wear it on my sleeve and let it always be that one sunbeam in the dark marriage.
Let's get both MCs up here, man. Y'all rock it, man. Make some noise for both these MCs real quick. All right. This is Sexy X. We taking over right now. You know what I'm saying? Team back in the house. If y'all like Token, make some noise one time. Token. All right. Make some noise if you like ChiBully. That's real close, man. That's real close. We're gonna do it again. You gotta throw your hands up. You gotta move your body. You gotta make some real noise. If you want to see the next MC win, make some noise for Token. And make some noise for ChiBully.
Don't get offended, Charlie, get up on the job, be smart, cause you with sharp. Tell him it all. Tell him I'm the best. Tell him it all. I'm like years above the rest. Tell him it all. Don't get offended, Charlie, get up on the job, be smart, cause you with sharp. I tried to tell them, oh mamas, I tried to tell them, but they hard-headed. Couldn't get it through they cerebellum, but I bet you I can show these niggas more than I can tell them. Hope you ready for this fucking bomb again.
F&G shit. Shout
Big homie Trey Boogie.
We slide. Sliding in the rental, trying to run the milli up. In the southeast, Trey Boogie been a plug. Rubber bands on the blues, hella panoramic views. If you get into it with the squad, you can never lose. It's on the flow like Yellow Rider. I got your vibe on the toes like nail polish. In the city, we get respected from everybody. You about to pull up on Trey Boogie, now let's chop. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Got it wet, it's not a cut. Ain't worried about what nobody else got, cause I got enough. Me and Trey Boogie locked in, he threw a lob, I dunk. Heard the beat and sauced it up, can't nobody go hard as us. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up.